Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. We're going to finish off Part B in this video. Part B from our 2011 Fermat paper with question 20, as you can see there. The three real numbers A, B, and C have a sum of 114 and a product of, that's big, 46,656. If B is equal to AR and C is equal to AR squared for some real number R, incidentally that means A, B, and C in that order are what we call a geometric sequence, but they're obviously not really telling us that here. They're just sort of giving us the equations for it. Anyway, if they equal that for some real number R, the value of A plus C is. Okay. So we know their product. Now, we were just told a different way to write them out. Instead of A, B, and C, we could have A, AR, and AR squared. And so now their product, what would their product be? Well, we know it's 46656. That's ABC. Now that's A times AR times AR squared. And if we group those together, I get 3 A's and I get 3 R's. So really I have AR all cubed, and that's kind of interesting because I see AR is B. So the product of these numbers is just B cubed. Now, how did I know to start jumping in on this? Well, you might be familiar with this sort of rule that if you add up 3 consecutive numbers and take their average, it's always the middle number, no matter how you do it. This doesn't even have to be for consecutive integers. If you have integers that go up by a common number, so like 3, then 5, then 7, the average is always the middle number. Okay? The sum of these three is 3 times the middle number. Okay? Well, it turns out that this is what we call an arithmetic sequence. It turns out for geometric sequences, which A, AR, and AR squared are, turns out you don't get the same sort of thing when you add, but if you multiply these 3 terms, it's always the cube of the middle term. And this is something I know because I've worked with arithmetic and geometric sequences a fair bit. So I sort of was instantly drawn to this because I knew that it's always going to sort of be related to that middle term. And it doesn't just happen with 3. If I take A, AR, AR squared, AR cubed, and AR to the 4th, these are 5 terms of what we call a geometric sequence, a sequence that starts with a term, and then to get the next terms, you multiply by this constant number R, whatever it is. But if I take these and I multiply them together, I know for a fact it's just going to be the middle number to the power of 5. It's a really, really cool property. And because I know that, I was able to sort of really approach this question very, very quickly. But if you haven't seen that before, if you haven't played with geometric sequences a whole lot, you might be sitting there wondering, well, how did he know to jump right to that? What about the 114? And we're going to get to the 114, because remember, 114 is the sum of these 3 numbers. Now, what do we want? We want just A and C. We just want to know what A plus C is. So if we took 114 and got rid of the B value, we could figure out A plus C. So the thing we seek is 114 minus B, if only there were some way to find what B is. So I can grab my calculator really quick because I don't actually know the cube root of 46,656 off the top of my head. But that's okay. Calculators are absolutely allowed on this contest. And we get 36. 36 is going to be our value for B. Okay, so now we just take that, plug it in here. So A plus C is going to be 114 minus 36. And, well, while I got the calculator, I'll use that and get an answer of 78. I have no idea what A is, nor do I know what C is. In fact, I don't think I have enough information to work them out. Maybe I do. I could might be able to come up with some sort of an equation here. But off the top of my head, I don't have a way to get A and C, nor do we really need to. They're not asking me for A, they're not asking me for C, they're asking me for A plus C. So I don't have to worry about what A and C are. Just need to look for our answer, and that's going to be 78. So there we go. Our answer to question number 20 is going to be 78. So join me in the next video as we start off part C with the last 5 questions on the paper. And if you haven't given them a try, Well, now might be a good time to take a look at least question 21 before joining me for that one in the next video.